Alright, so first things first, what exactly is paid ads for anyone that's new to dropshipping or just new to this term in general? So paid ads is short for paid advertising, which is simply where you're going to pay some sort of money to get a potential customer to view the product that you're trying to sell. Because if you wasn't aware already, there's two different ways that you can get a customer to view the products that you're trying to sell. You can either do it using free methods or you can do it using paid methods. But when it comes to all of the different options that are available to you, specifically when it comes to using paid ads, there's four main different types that most dropshippers tend to use. And I've broken down the four different ones right here. And I've also broken down what age group you're going to be targeting depending on which type of paid ads you're thinking about using for your dropshipping or e-commerce business. So starting off with the first most popular type of paid advertising, which is Facebook ads. And with this one, you're going to be mainly targeting between 25 to 35-year-olds. The reason why this is important for us to know is because depending on what type of product you're thinking about selling and depending on what type of brand you're looking to build, it's very important that you understand the type of demographic that uses any one of these different platforms so that you can go after the right type of customer. So moving on to the second type of popular paid ads that a lot of dropshippers use, which is Instagram. And the age group for this one is between 18 to 34-year-olds. And moving on to the third popular type of paid ads that a lot of dropshippers are using nowadays that's really taken off is TikTok ads. And the most common age group that tends to use this platform is between 15-year-olds to 24-year-olds. And the final type of paid ads that I've used with majority of all of my different Shopify dropshipping businesses or e-commerce stores in general is Google ads. And with this one, you're going to be targeting everyone. So as I said already, it's very important that you're aware of the different demographics and the different types of people that use all of these different platforms. Of course, there's other ones out there, for example, Bing ads, Snapchat ads, YouTube ads, but these are the four most popular ones that e-commerce business owners tend to use. But whichever one that you decide to go with, it's very important that you're aware of the different pros and the different cons that go into using paid ads in general. Now, I'm going to go through 3 different pros and 3 different cons right here. So let's start off with one of the main pros that I've personally noticed myself, which is that you're going to be able to get instant traffic. And by instant traffic, what I mean by this is that you're going to be able to set up a campaign, let's say today, and start getting people onto your website and potentially start making sales ASAP. This is one of the biggest benefits that I've personally noticed anyway when it comes to using paid ads, because if you was looking to go down the organic route or the free route, that may take some time for you to build up some sort of traction and also build up any sort of likelihood of you being able to make any sales. And this now brings me on to the second pro, which is that it's easy for you to predict the amount of sales that you're going to get. Now, of course, this is only going to happen after you've been using paid ads for, let's say, a month or so. You're going to be able to somewhat guarantee that you're going to be able to spend X amount of money and be able to get back a certain amount of sales. And again, this isn't something that you can do when it comes to building up organic traffic. You're not going to be able to guarantee you're going to get a certain amount of sales, but because you are going to set up your campaign in a way that you're also targeting the right customer, which is one of the final pros, you can kind of know that you're going after the right customer, which is your ideal customer. And if you spend, let's say, 5 grand in a certain month, you're going to be able to estimate that you're going to get back, let's say, 15 grand or 20 grand in revenue. Now, of course, that's just an example, but the point that I'm trying to make is that your sales are going to become a little bit more predictable. However, there are some cons that you need to be aware of. And one of the first ones is that it's going to cost you something. So it goes without saying that when it comes to using paid ads, you're going to have to spend some sort of money. Now, it doesn't need to be a lot of money that you start off with. You can start off with a low budget, but you do have to expect that you're going to spend some sort of money and it's going to cost you something. And swiftly moving on to one of the second cons, which is that getting accepted for an ad account is not 100% guaranteed. So just because you want to start using paid ads and you want to sign up for, let's say, a Facebook ad account, Google ad account, wherever it is, you're not going to be able to automatically get accepted. Sometimes for no reason they decline your application, sometimes they accept it, but of course you do need to make sure that you're doing everything right when it comes to building your website in the first place to increase your chances of being accepted. And moving on to one of the final cons that I'm going to speak about in this video is that it can take some time to understand how to set up an ad campaign and optimize it. So even though you might get accepted and you're able to start running ads, it's not going to be an easy process when it comes to understanding how things work. There's going to be somewhat of a learning curve when it comes to you getting the full understanding of what you need to do when it comes to setting up your ad campaign in the right way. But after you've done it a couple times, you're going to kind of understand what you need to do and what you shouldn't do when it comes to giving yourself the best chance of success when it comes to using paid ads. All right, so moving on to one of the next most important things that I wish someone told me when I first got started using paid ads, which is how much do you need to get started? Now, there's a big misconception out there that you need thousands of dollars to get started when it comes to using paid advertising, when that couldn't be far from the truth. When it comes to setting up your first ever ad campaign as a complete beginner, if anything, it's advised for you to start off with a really low budget. Like for example, if I log into one of my Google ad accounts, the mistake that most people make is that they will start off with, let's say, $500 as a daily budget, or they might start off with $100 as a daily budget. When in reality, what you should be doing is starting off with around $5, maybe $10. And as soon as I start getting people to my website and I start generating some sales here and there, I will slowly increase the budget to, let's say, $20 per day, $30 per day. But the key thing that you need to make sure that you do as a complete beginner is to start off with a small budget and then increase it over time. And secondly, the most important thing that you need to do is focus on optimizing your ad. And this now brings me on to one of the next most important things that I wish someone told me about when I first got started, which is optimization. Like, for example, when it comes to all of the different campaigns that I've got running for my Google ad account to my Shopify stores, what I do every single week is that I look at exactly what's going on in the back end. How much am I spending? How much money am I making? And specifically when it comes to using Google Ads, one of the ways that you're going to be able to optimize is with something called negative keywords. And for those of you that are thinking about using Google Ads with your e-commerce or dropshipping business, negative keywords is simply where you're going to look at all of the search terms that led to the people going onto your website. And if you notice that there's a specific search term that led to someone clicking on your ad to go onto your website that doesn't relate to your product at all, then you're going to add that search term to your negative keyword list. And the reason why this is important for you to do every single week is because, let's say for example, you're selling a blue dog jacket and you don't have any other color available and you only want to target people that are looking for a blue dog jacket, you're going to maybe put the word green dog jacket, red dog jacket in your negative keyword list so that you're not showing your product to someone that has gone onto Google just like this and searched for a blue dog jacket. So as you guys can see, all of these different sellers are paying for Google Ads for a blue dog jacket to be shown to me. But if I just scroll down over here, as you guys can see, there's this yellow dog jacket. And of course the person has typed in blue dog jacket. So this person may not want their ad to show, because if I now click into this product, the owner of this website is going to get charged an ad fee. And the main point that I'm trying to make of all of this is that no matter what ad platform you're thinking about using, whether it's Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google ads, Bing ads, you just need to make sure that you're optimizing your ads in the best way possible so that you can reduce your ad spend and ultimately make more profit. Of course, the example that I just showed you now is specifically for Google Ads, but whatever platform you're using, they're going to have their own way of optimizing things, and you just need to make sure that you study it, learn it, because this is one of the most important things that's going to give you the best chance of being successful when it comes to using paid ads. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to press the like button. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much in advance. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you want to sign up to a completely free webinar where I break down everything I had to learn to get my first ever successful dropshipping store to around $1,000 in profit every single day, then you can watch that free webinar by clicking the first link in the description down below. And if you also want to watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago where I break down the 5 steps that you need to be aware of when it comes to starting a successful dropshipping or e-commerce business as a complete beginner, then make sure you click the link right there. Check that video out straight after this one because it's already helped out so many people, and I'm sure that it's going to help you out too. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.